Hello Year 9s, this is for all of you doing NAPLAN, and we're doing chance and data, the second part. It's the standard level. And this is a graph showing the age and the price of 4 cars, PQRS, for sale at Jim's Autos. So which of the following are true? And you're going to have to select all correct statements. So there's more than one. And altogether there's A, B, C, D, E. So there's 5 statements over here. The way that I want to explain it to you is to show you that graph for all statements, and we will go through each statement together. I reproduced this graph for each particular statement. So if we look at statement A here, that S is younger and cheaper than P. What we're going to look at first is just S and just P, and we'll ignore R and Q. Then let's have a look at the age of P, and let's have a look at the age of S. So which is younger? S is younger, that's true. And now look at the price. So we can see that P is actually cheaper than S. So that does not go with the statement, because the statement says that S is cheaper than P. So this statement is not correct. Now we look at statement B, and statement B says that R is older. Well, let's have a look what R is. R is older than Q, correct. And what about cheaper? Q is cheaper and R is more expensive. So R is not cheaper than Q. Again, this is not correct. And now we're looking at P and R. So R is older than P, and P is cheaper than R. So P is younger and it is cheaper than R. We have a true. Now we have to look at the other statements too, because we look at all, and you'll notice that they are using another word here, expensive. S is younger and more expensive. S is younger, that's true. And the last statement is that Q is older than S. So let's just have a look at Q and S. Well, I can see straight away that S is actually older than Q, so this is not going to be right. So we might dismiss this altogether. And we only have 2 statements which are true, and that is C and D. The number of customers at a store in an hour over 5-minute intervals was recorded. So that means that every 5 minutes they recorded the number of customers. This is the first 5 minutes, the second 5 minutes, the third 5 minutes. Now there are 12 lots of 5 minutes in an hour. And so there would be 12 recordings. If you count that up, that should be 12. What was the median? The definition of a median is the middle number. Now we do not have too many numbers over here, so it's quite easy to decide which is the middle number. Usually what I would do is cross out the first number and cross out the last number. Then I would cross out the second and the second last, third and the third last, fourth and the fourth last, starting again with green, 7 and 4. And what we're left is with 5 and 7. And I find that there are 2 numbers in here, 5 and 7. So now we need to find the average of those 2 numbers. And that will be 5 plus 7 divided by 2, because there's only 2 numbers. And that's 12 over 2, which means the average number is 6 right here. So therefore, our answer is going to be B, 6, because that's the middle number. This dot plot was drawn to illustrate some scores. What is the mode? Well, let's explain what the mode is first of all. So mode is the most popular number or score. What we have here is 1, 2, 3, 4. You might think of it as a trial, and in the first trial I got a score of 1. In the second trial I got a score of 3. In the third trial I got a score of 4. And in the fourth scale I got a score on 2. So what was my highest score? My highest score was 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can highlight A. The chance of getting something is usually the number of events over the total number of possible outcomes. So for A, the number of events, the number of white balls is 1, and the total number of balls is 5. And if I do B, then the number of events is 1 over the total number of balls, including the white one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, over 6. Let's have a look at C. The number of white balls is 2, and the total number of balls, including white, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this is equivalent to 1 over 4. Let's try it for D. D is, I have 4 white balls, and the total number of balls are 8. And this would be equivalent to a half. Our question actually just says, in which bucket is the chance of choosing a white ball 1 in 4? So we're looking just for 1 in 4. This bit over here. And the chance of getting 1 in 4 is C. So we can just color in C. The ages of 10 students at the surf school are 16, 17, 17, 19, and so on until 41. Their ages and that of an 11th person were then placed in a stem and leaf plot. This is your stem and leaf plot. The stem and leaf plot has one more person's age. Not 10, but 11 of them. How old was this 11th person? So I'll go through the stem and leaf and see if it agrees with the 10 students here. So we have 16 in the stem and leaf, 1 and 6. We have 17 and 17, so that also agrees. We have 19, that also agrees. Then we've got someone who's 20 years old. There is a 20-year-old here as well. And 23-year-old. And 20. Oh, there's no one here with 27. 2, 7. I do not have in my list a 27-year-old. That must be the 11th person. I certainly have a 28. I have a 31, 35, and 41. So that means that the 11th person must be 27 in here. Okay, 27. So I'm going to put 27 in here. There are 30 apples in a box, and I've drawn a box, and 18 of them are red and the rest are green. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 of them are red. How many are green? If there are 30 altogether, then 30 take away 18, and so that must be 12, must be green. 12 green. We fill the box up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And so the chance of getting an apple green is, like before I said, there are 12 green ones that he has the opportunity, and the total is 30. Now that's the same thing as saying, let's divide everything by 3 here, and we'll get 4 and 10. We can still divide this by 2. Okay, and that means it's 2 over 5. So the chance of getting a green is 2 over 5, and that fits in with E. Now that you've finished this level of chance and data, which was at standard level, we're going to get on to the intermediate level. But make sure you subscribe, because then you'll be notified when the video comes on.